Hello, everyone. Good morning. Dear authors and invited guests, welcome to Technical Session 6C. Myself, Ishita Sauryan, and this session will be moderated by me. On behalf of Global Knowledge Research Foundation and GR Scholastic LLP, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 9th International Conference on Information Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems, ICTIS 2025, Bangkok, Thailand. The 9th edition of the conference is being organized in a hybrid mode. The physical event was held yesterday in Bangkok, Thailand, and the virtual event is being held through Zoom today and tomorrow, that is 5th and 6th of April 2025. I hope you will all enjoy the knowledgeable interactive sessions through the day. In this session, we have 10 presentations. Each presenter will be given 10 minutes for the presentation and 2 minutes for question and answer. On 9 minutes, I will raise a gentle reminder. There's another request to all the participants that you all stay connected with us till the closing remarks. If you have any query or update, then you can write it to me in the chat box. Just before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to the session chairs. We have with us Professor Emilia Loredana, who is a lecturer in the Department of Computer Science at the Faculty of Mathematics and Computer Science, Babes Bollia University, Romania. Her expertise spans databases, optimization, education, web programming, and artificial intelligence. She's dedicated to advancing research and education in computer science, fostering innovation in both academia and industry. We welcome you, ma'am. We also have with us our session chair, Dr. Mahavir Sen, who is a professor and head of Department of Computer Science and Informatics at Maharishi Arvind Institute of Science and Management, Jaipur, India. He has over 12 years of experience in academia. His expertise spans computer science education, research, and administrative leadership, contributing significantly to the academic growth of students. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to start with the paper presentations now. The first presenter for our session, Hayuben, with the paper titled A Virtual Reality-Based Simulation Training Program for Fall Management in the EdOLD. Ma'am, if you're ready, you may go ahead.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Ma'am Hayuben, if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yes, I would like to share my PowerPoint.
Yeah, sure, ma'am, you can.
Yeah. So good afternoon, everyone. I'm gonna start my presentation. The topic is a virtual reality-based simulations training program for fall management in elderly. The first author is Beibei Li, is my master student. I am a corresponding author, Dr. Hao Bingyuan. We are from Macau Polytechnic University. First, I identified a sudden and involuntary and intentional changes in the body positions to the ground. Older people are at significantly high risk of the falling, and force also impose heavy economic burdens on family and the society. So that we have the high technology such as the virtual, they can help us to simulate the generate interactive dimensional virtual environment that can simulate the environment as close as the actually. Virtual training can significantly enhance the postural balance and limb strength for the elderly people. Current study on force among the elderly people focus on the post-fall injuries, incidence or prevalence rate, and the economical aspects. So the use of the virtual technology in the fall management need to be further improved. The objective of this study is to explore fall risks among the community to wear elderly people and construct a virtual reality-based simulation program. The design is a cross-sectional study with convenient samplings was conducted across the 7 urban communities from the southern, central, and the northern west China. The first risk management program was designed to use virtual technology. So the community sampling was used, and the sample size is estimated to the 700 of and 04. The older people, aged 60 and above, uh, and living in the community for the more than 6 months. 6 months are invited to participate in this study. Uh, the questionnaire was constructed based on the literature review to investigate the basic demographic and the history of force in the past 20 months and the daily activity related to the force, health and the medications history and the living environment. The data collection we used face-to-face interviews and observations. Each interviews take around 15 to 20 minutes. The study was get approval from the University Institutional Review Board. The participants was informed about the objective and the procedures, and also the confidentiality was assumed. We used the data analysis focus on the odds rate, presented the rate of the odds after experiencing a force given a specific risk factors to odds the experience of a fall without that risk factors. For the for the results, the response rate was 99%, and the totally 767 old people participated in these studies, and 89 of them experienced falls in the past years. And we see the odds rate is very high, is the improper used working earth and with the biological domains such as the sleeping pills, medications, and the diseases. So we designed the training program. We cooperate with the community nurse and the physiotherapists. It's very important to get them to work. We worked together, and we plan to enhance the participants' gait balance and the muscle strength and the feasibility in the physical activities. The tasks included a basic gait exercise and then obstacle avoidance training. And the last training is multi-task training. Here is the training process. First, we do the baseline assessment. It's encode the histories and the balance assessment, such as the muscle strength, and also the psychological and the cognitive status also assessed. The simulated environment, we simulated the various ground conditions, dynamic interference, and the weather changes. The virtual reality equipment, we used VR sensors and other balance boards and the treadmills and the multifunction fitting equipment and the sensor monitoring and the motion captures device was used. During the training, we should monitor the balance data and the gait data and the reaction time and the physiological data. And when any abnormal gait or the excessive shift is occurred, we would give some warning of please adjust your float space and let you know if elevated heart rate on the signs of the fatigue is detected, the training was posted. Post-training assessment include the balance skills, gait analysis, and the psychological status and the physiological monitor. And we also have a plan in the long-term trainings. It's like the smart install monitor and the forwardings and the optimal the programs. The scenarios will be more close to the daily living. for the discussion, older people often describe a force as a loss of the balance. So with the aged, the force was increased due to the decline in the physical functions and decreased version or cognitive abilities, and living alone is also the big problems for the elderly people. So other people also suffer from the disease and need to take some medicines. So it's also really highly related to the force. So education on the use of the workers is also very important, and the daily living environment need to be improved more. And the VR technology can be used to the simulated environment and provided for prevention program for the elderly. So the integration of the VR scenarios with the interactive information platforms is very significantly enhance participants' awareness of the fall preventions. The training need to be conducted with the continual monitoring with the multiple physiological indicators. And the trainers also need to be attention to any signs of the discomfortable or the complaints the participants will have. And the scenario designs need to be closely aligned with the real life situation. So the further simulation in also should cooperate the cultural diversities. Conclusions. Community-driven elder people has a history of the force, and the community health nurse and physiotherapists also need to be become a core team members. The utilize the VR and the full risks from the physiological, psychological, behavior, social, and the environmental perspectives. So VR training can enhance the elderly awareness for the full risks and help them to learn strategy to mitigate the risks and improve their body balance abilities. So that's all of my presentation, and thanks for attention and the Q and the questions.
So would you like to ask any question?
My question regarding this one, what are the security features of augmented reality? What are the security features of augmented reality?
It's the significant important is about the environment need to be the need to be improved a lot, because the elderly need to know how to adjust any changes in the environment.
Okay. Next, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. We'll be proceeding with the next paper presenter. I'd like to invite paper presenter Khachankit with the paper titled A Vision Transformer-Based Model for Optimizing Plant Disease Classification. So if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Khachankit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good day, everyone. I'm here to present our research on the Vision Transformer based model for optimizing plant disease classification. My name is Kajon Kitchuiat. I'm come from College of Digital Innovation Technology, Langsit University in Thailand. As we all know, agriculture crops play a crucial role in a country's economy and people's livelihood. However, plant disease pose serious threat, rapidly damaging crops and causing significant income loss. By detecting this disease early using computer vision technology, farmer can take prompt action to prevent widespread damage, effectively minimizing their loss. In dataset, we use 6 random plant species for experimentation from plant disease classification merge datasets. The dataset consists of plant disease leaf. Each leaf containing a certain amount of disease. It has apple 4 disease, cassava 5 disease, coffee 4 disease, rice 5 disease, tomato 10 and cherry 2 disease. Our methodology integrate image pre-processing with vision transformer. For classification, we utilize lab color space for better color representation and k-means clustering for feature attraction. Additionally, Mahalanobis distance is employed for anomaly detection. The lab k-mean method integrate multiple image processing technique to enhance and simplify image analysis. First, image undergo enhancement by adjusting brightness and contrast. This step significantly improves the sharpness, quality, and detail within the image, preparing it effectively for further processing. Next, the enhanced images are converted into lab color space, a color representation designed to closely match human visual perception, resulting in more natural and intuitive color analysis. Finally, the k-mean clustering algorithm is applied to simplify the image color information by grouping similar colors. This step reduces the complexity of image, allowing for easier and more efficient analysis in subsequent tasks. The lab color space developed by the International Commission on Illumination provide a perceptually uniform representation of colors that closely align with human visual perception. To utilize the lab color space, images are first converted from RGB to XYZ color space and subsequently transformed into the lab space. This conversion process enhances subtle color differences, particularly beneficial for clearly distinguishing nuances in plant disease imagery. As a result, the use of the lab color space significantly improves the accuracy and effectiveness of plant disease classification. K-mean is a data clustering technique that groups data based on similarity. It works by selecting initial centroid, calculating distance, and assigning data point to the closest centroid. This technique helps us identify key features within plant disease image. Mahalanobis method initially images of plant leaf are reshaped to standardize the size and proportion without altering its core content. Post reshaping, we compute the mean and covariance metric for this image, providing insight into overall brightness and describing color distribution among pixels. The Mahalanobis distance is then calculate from each data point to the distribution center. This metric is particularly effective in identifying outliers and anomalies because it accounts for the covariance among the variables, providing a standardized measure of distance. We use Mahalanobis distance as a feature abstraction by calculating it for each pixel in our image relative to the group's mean vector. This process highlights areas in the image where the pixel significantly deviate from the norm. The brown dots are classified as anomaly this point, indicating variation that could suggest outlier or data point of interest for further investigation. The blue dot illustrate background data point. These are considered normal and follow the expected distribution pattern within our dataset. We use vision transformer to classification. The image is divided into patches, and each patch is transformed into vector through a flattening process. Linear projection is embedding a patch, and additional class token is attached to the sequence of embedding. The embedding is passed through a transformer encoder, which consists of multiple layers that utilize an attention mechanism. Classify the data in the embedding. The output of MLP has is a prediction as the probability of its class. In this research, we use the vision transformer small patch pre-trained model and train it for 100 epochs with a learning rate of 2 times 10 to the power of -6. This number, the model will update its weight constantly at each step, often used for complex model. In discussion, lab came in at 93% F1 score and Mahalanobis distance at 26.40%. Therefore, K-mean clustering is more suitable for categorizing plant disease when using the vision transformer model, as it provides better feature separation and enhances model performance in disease classification. It can be concluded that K-mean clustering enhances the extraction of disease-related features, making it more suitable for vision transformer model, learning of spatial pattern and color grouping. This method effectively highlights distinct regions within the image prior to classification. Our findings suggest that K-means clustering is more effective for plant disease classification with the vision transformer model. It provides better feature separation, enhancing model performance. In contrast, Mahalanobis distance-based anomaly detection perform less effectively. To conclude, K-mean clustering improves plant disease detection when used with the vision transformer model. It surpasses Mahalanobis distance in performance by better highlighting distinct disease features. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, sir. Sir, would you like to ask any question?
My question is this process is common for all plants or the specific type of plants?
specific for plant disease. Sick for sick class plant disease.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll be proceeding with the next paper presenter. I'd like to invite,
Next.
I'd like to invite paper presenter Ashish Kumar with the paper titled Automated Machine Learning for Malware Detection. So if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready. I'm just sharing my screen.
Sure, sir.
So is my screen visible? Can anybody confirm, please?
Yes, sir, it is visible. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, all to all the dignitaries and the students and the researchers present in this room for today's presentation. Myself, Dr. Ashish Kumar. I'm associate professor at Bennett University, and today I'm going to present in front of you on the topic of automated machine learning malware detection. So the content of my slides will go through like this. The first of all, I'll share some introduction about the topic. Then I'll do some literature review survey present in front of you. Then I'll show you the methodology that I have followed while present, what the methodology, the steps that I have followed for implementing this methodology, and then some result analysis, whatever the outcome I have observed, and finally the conclusion future scope along with the references. So as all of us know that deep learning require whenever we want to train any model, we require two things. One, we need the data, and secondly, we need a certain hyperparameters which are there, which are crucial for the management of the deep learning model. It is essential to manually train and optimize those hyperparameters to obtain the best result out of any deep learning model. So hyperparameter optimization is one of the essential steps, and which is crucial for obtaining the best result from the deep learning model. And most of us will follow hit and trial methods where we keep on changing the values of the hyperparameters in order to obtain the best result after doing certain iterations. So we do iterative, it's an iterative method where we will try to put some values for the hyperparameters, and on the hyperparameter at which will achieve the best results, we set our model to those hyperparameters and then move on for performing the testing and the validation of the other things. But this is very much time consuming, as we need to spend a lot of time while training the methods while because hit and trial method do not assure any concrete result at the end. So that is a very time consuming method in which we have to again and again set the values and will check the performance of the model. Since the model is not very computational efficient and they are high weight requirement are there, so a lot of time has been wasted. So the objective of my this study is to evaluate the automated machine learning model which has the capability to optimize the hyperparameters on its own in order to achieve the best performance. And I have applied this methodology, the automated machine learning techniques, over the malware detection and classification. So here are some literature review that I have compiled here and tabulated in the form where the automated machine learning are used, deep learning methodologies are used to categorize the malware, to detect the malware present in the data. So like in the that Brown et al. That use the automated machine learning with CNN on the two public data sets where they process the malware detection and determine the outcome out of those data. Here is the proposed methodology. The first of all, we have taken the data set. We have chosen the data set from Kaggle. We pre-process the data, we remove any changes, we remove we pre-process, at this pre-processing step, we basically perform the cleaning of the data. If some values are missing, if some data is not there, so we process the data, and then the next step is feature engineering. At the feature engineering step, we have performed two steps basically. The first one is we extracted the features and we also computed the feature importance. Uh, and then we have generated the heat map as well. And after that, we categorize the data into two parts. One is for the training data and the second one is the test data. And then we use the T-pot methodology, which is an automated machine learning methodology, in order to generate the result. Then we have converted the data and we obtained the result. We obtained the super confusion matrix, and then we also determine that which one of the machine learning is the best suitable for predicting the labels on the unseen data. So here are the features. There are, as you can see, there are about 50 features which are present in the dataset, and we have determined the feature importance using optimization technique. And in the feature importance, the characteristics, DIL characteristics has obtained the highest importance, and we have then applied certain threshold to choose or select the best sensitive features in order to ensure the best accuracy of our model. Then we have also computed the feature score using the extraordinary classifier. With the help of this classifier, we computed the feature score so that the best optimal results can be obtained. We have generated the heat map to determine the feature correlation. As you can see, we have plotted the selected features. Like out of the 51 features, we have selected 15 features, and we have plotted this heat map to determine the correlation between the important features. The middle diagonal, in which the values are 1, that ensure that these features obtain the best correlation at that particular point of time. Then we have also calculated the confusion matrix and predicted labels. And in this confusion matrix, we have obtained the accuracy of 99%, so that the best positive results are quite high. And precision recall values are also very optimal, which is about 99%. In order to compute the balanced accuracy, overall performance of the model, we computed balanced accuracy, and we obtained 99.44% as the balanced accuracy for our model. So finally, I just want to conclude that the T-pot is one of the most significantly used automated machine learning model, in which we have obtained the promising 99.44% of accuracy. We demonstrate that this type of model is very time saving and resource efficient as well. As we are saving resources, we are not putting our efforts in deploying the model on hit and trial methods, where we are optimizing the hyperparameters, which is very time consuming. And we also want to conclude that this automated machine learning technique is also very superior in cybersecurity applications, because the malware is having a more impact or impactful outcome on the cyber applications. So this kind of technique is very helpful in detecting various kind of malware. And in future, we want to extend this technique over additional malware datasets, that we are going to use the cross dataset verification as well, in order to ensure the adaptability of the T-pot in detecting the malware from the given dataset. So here are a few references. And thank you so much for being patiently listening to my presentation. Any questions, I would be happy to answer.
So, would you like to ask any questions?
My question is, malware protection model. I- what about the accuracy of this one?
So we have taken the malware data set from the Kaggle website, and it's a
Okay.
public available data set. And for our model, we have obtained 99.44% of accuracy over the given data set. We have chosen only one data set at this time, but we want to include the cross data set verification by using multiple data set in the near future.
But this data set is already used by the other one. And what about the real time data?
So for
How can we
malware, this data.
justify that this accuracy is the better?
Yes, sir. For real time, we are actually extending this version to determine the malware detection on the real time data as well. So we are in the process of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Ashish, thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
We'll be proceeding with the next paper presenter. I'd like to invite paper presenter Dipali with the paper titled Comprehensive Review about Fake Profile Detection on Social Media. Ma'am, if you're here, then you may start your presentation. Ma'am Dipali, or if we have anyone who's ready to present in place of her. Seems she's not here with us yet. We'll be proceeding with the next presenter,
Oh,
Jaideep
next.
Lokhande, with the paper titled Exploring Security Aspects in IoT Devices Used in Smart Residential, Private and Public Sectors. So if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Can I share the screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sure. Please go ahead.
I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. So, hello, session chairs and all my friends in this room in the 9th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems. And my topic is exploring security aspects in IoT devices that are used in smart residential, private as well as public sectors. We specifically there are three authors: Dr. Shamla Mandri, Associate Professor; me, Jaideep, BTech student; and Dr. Sheetal Kulkarni, Assistant Professor from Department of Computer Engineering and Technology, Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, Kothurud, Pune. Starting with the abstract, our paper specifically explores the multidimensional trouble about the data collected using IoT systems being used in smart homes, smart hotels, and smart hospitals. The spreading of these technologies bring an comfort, but a kind of and threat to privacy of various persons, like all those cameras are there, so customers as well as the residents, they face a lot of problems. And we have been exploring in this paper about the trouble cost as well as the solutions to it. Then, starting with the introduction, the adaptation of IoT has revolutionized smart homes, but it has totally changed the way we interact with the environment, especially in the fields of technology, savvy houses, and wearable gadgets. This advancement would maximize comfort and personalization, seamlessly intervene machinery into our day-to-day life. And this specifically causes that the necessity of enlightened banter and proactive actions to deal with the complexity of data acquiring in that IoT systems utilized in homes as well as variables, then which raises a concern about privacy, security, and ethical considerations. And our aim is to explore the data security challenges and solutions in those IoT based environments. So, starting with the literature review, we have that IoT enhances user experiences but poses a security risk. The Internet of Things, it has revolutionized how we interact with the environment with devices collecting like voice, location, temperature, lighting, personalized user experience. However, we aim to develop potential privacy risk associated with the data collection, raising concern about malicious intent. And further on, starting with the studies, this table enhances the literature review. And the major paper that we have covered are five, uh, other than the references we have. So the first paper uses AI in the field of cybersecurity, whose contribution include how AI could enhance cybersecurity capabilities and addresses technological advancements, which was taken from IEEE. The second paper is focused on IoT regulations, discrimination, and cybersecurity, which examines regulation of IoT devices, focusing on privacy, discrimination, and cybersecurity challenges in era of AI. Then the third paper that we have taken of Angur is that privacy concerns in smart homes, investigate privacy concerns and security vulnerabilities within smart home environments, taken from IEEE. After that, the fourth paper is of Chandrant Seva, that is SCADA systems for security risk and assessment, whose key contributions include a comprehensive review of methodologies for cybersecurity risk assessments and tailored of SCADA systems. So, IoT for smart homes, the importance of smart home devices is that automation and convenience is the major aim that all those devices cover. That is like all those smart heaters, smart thermostats, and then lighting systems, automated fans, automated water motors, etc. Then energy efficiency improvements, they aim at improving the electricity saving mode. Then enhance security with smart cameras and sensors. They enable security, as well as it poses a lot of problems also. If the system is hacked, then entire data and privacy goes away. So smart variables for medical applications, first is healthcare monitoring, that is to keep a track of heart rate, sleep patterns, as well as blood pressure. Then comes hands-free communication and contactless payments, that is Wi-Fi methodologies. In most of the parts it is used. Then data collected from various devices. So smart home data, we have a certain track of temperature, motion, door window status, as well as water leaks. Then cameras provide remote monitoring and security. After that, where wearables data, we have smartwatches, smartphones, as well as they track our physical activity, location, as well as psychological metrics. The concerns behind all these two things is that data privacy and security breaches, as well as potential misuse. There is the high probability that it could be misused by the other people as well. So we must keep track on it. Then the threats is that unauthorized surveillance and intrusion. The most common example we could take is of our Wi-Fi passwords. That is the major concern nowadays. Then exploitation of intelligent virtual assistants like Alexa as well as Siri. With the help of many people try to control devices like Bluetooth speakers of other people homes from their mobile. So this is also not good. So for that also we have proposed few solutions. Then data interference leading to profiling and targeted attacks, like people keep uh, first they take access of our cameras and everything, then they keep track on us, and then things like theft as well as robbery occurs. Then cybercrime risks are there. First is of unvalid payments, then comes IoT devices being used for criminal activities, that is smuggling, cyberbullying, blackmailing, DDoS attacks. Then comes lack of awareness about potential data exposure. Then we have some of proposed security solutions, that is lightweight cryptography. Uh, Efficient encryption for source constrained IoT devices is required. At least not nothing much, but more secure passwords other than keeping names or birth dates. It generally causes a lot of trouble to them. Then secure communication protocols. After that, we have a mutual authentication, that is ensuring the authorized devices to communicate within the ecosystem. Then we have AI driven security, that is dynamic data routing to prevent cyber attacks. Then now particularly bridging the gaps between data collection and interpretation. So the major challenges are data overload and lack of interpretability between devices, then extracting relevant insights from raw data, then the need of robust security frameworks to protect sensitive information. The proposed solutions are AI-driven analytics for meaningful insights, then standardized data formats for seamless integrations. The 10th is application. There are three major firms. First is healthcare, second is finance, and autonomous systems. So in healthcare, medical diagnosis, then patient treatment recommendations. In finance field, fraud detection as well as credit risk assessments. Then in autonomous systems, self-driving cars and robotics. Dealing with the challenges, first is trade-off between accuracy as well as interpretability. Then comes lack of standard. Uh, in metrics for explanation quality, and the last is scalability issues in real-time AI decision making. As in AI decision making, there is a little bit of bias which causes invalid decision sometimes. Dealing with the conclusion, IoT technology enhances daily life outcomes. Uh, daily life, but comes with significant security challenges. Enhancing user awareness plays a crucial role in enabling individuals to take control of their privacy settings and make informed decisions regarding the data they choose to share. Then, when the users understand the implications of data collection uses, they are more likely to adopt proactive measures, ensuring their personal information remains secure. As well as parallelly, they must take care of the implementation of stringent regulations, established clear guidelines for responsible data handling, processing consumers from potential activity, as well as taking action against unethical threats cost. Now, starting with the future scope, the advancement in AI and machine learning for anomaly detection in IoT security can be used. Development of quantum safe cryptographic techniques could be used. Then integration of blockchain technology for decentralized security solution, enhancing interpretability standards for secure data exchange between different IoT devices, for example from mobile to smartwatch or from smartwatch to mobile. Then expansion of regulatory frameworks to address evolving IoT security challenges. And the last is increased adoption of edge computing to minimize exposure and improve processing efficiency. Here are a few references that we have tried to cover in the slide. Then this is presented by me, Jaideep Lokhande, student, Dr. Vishwanath Karad, MIT World Peace University, Pune. Thank you.
Jaideep, my question is, what is the role of blockchain for the security purpose?
Sir, particularly while dealing with security purposes, sir, like role of blockchain for security purposes, right, sir?
Yeah. Role of blockchain in
Okay,
security.
sir, dealing with blockchain, it often has a significant role in enhancing security, but still it has a few more points to be covered. That is the data integration, then decentralization, as well as secure management. Like identity management is the most preferable answer I would like to give, sir, for blockchain in security management.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Thank you, sir. We'll be proceeding with the next paper presenter. I'd like to invite paper presenter Gliciroy Baguia with the paper titled Exploring the Feasibility of Migrating a MySQL-based Water Billing System to Hyperledger Fabric, a Comparative Study. Sir, if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. Can I share my screen, please?
Yeah, sir, sure.
Okay, so is my screen visible and am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good day, everyone. Today, I'll be presenting our research on the feasibility of migrating the municipality of Hinatilan's water billing system from a conventional MySQL-based framework to a blockchain-based infrastructure using Hyperledger Fabric. This comparative study provides insights into how blockchain can improve efficiency, security, and transparency in municipal services. So the current MySQL-based system in Hinatilan faces several operational challenges. These include data inaccuracies, limited scalability, among others. These issues compromise both the accuracy and trustworthiness of the billing process. Our goal is to explore how a more modern blockchain-driven solution can address these inefficiencies and restore public confidence. Hyperledger Fabric is a permissioned blockchain platform that offers decentralization, high security, and transparency. Its ability to store immutable records and automate processes through smart contracts makes it an ideal candidate for managing critical transactions in water billing systems. Most importantly, its permissioned nature aligns with the needs of a controlled, government-run environment. A full migration to blockchain can be complex and disruptive to the current operations, which is why we propose a hybrid approach. So in this setup, MySQL will continue to store non-sensitive historical data, while Hyperledger Fabric will handle real-time and more recent transactions like billings and payments. So this allows for a smoother transitions, reduced learning curve, and preserves the existing user interface for end users. In comparing MySQL and Hyperledger Fabric, key differences emerge. MySQL relies on a centralized structure prone to single points of failure, while Fabric is decentralized and tamper-resistant. Blockchain improves data integrity, enhances security, and supports automation. These capabilities offer a significant upgrade over traditional systems, especially for public services. So our pilot development produced compelling results. Transaction times were reduced by 40%, and system downtime was cut by 2/3. Perhaps most impressively, we observed zero data integrity incidents and eliminated human errors in meter reading, thanks to the integration of smart meters powered by IoT. So these metrics reflect tangible improvements in performance and reliability. The feedback we received from municipal staff and residents confirmed the system's impact. Staff experienced a 30% reduction in workload due to automation, allowing them to focus on higher level tasks. Meanwhile, residents appreciated the faster billing process and reduction in billing errors, resulting in fewer disputes and higher satisfaction overall. Security is paramount in any billing system. So in our implementation, we tackled vulnerabilities such as controlling execution flow in smart contracts. We also implemented role-based access control to restrict sensitive actions to authorized personnel only. So these measures ensure that the system remains both robust and secure. So for successful implementations, several factors must be considered. Minimal training is required due to retained user interface and pre-built smart contracts. Scalability must be planned from the outset, including cloud integration and node expansion. Additionally, compliance with data privacy laws and financial regulations is critical for lawful deployment. So in conclusion, transitioning to Hyperledger Fabric presents a transformative opportunity for Hinatilan, Cebu, Philippines, and probably with other municipalities. It boosts data integrity, security, and operational efficiency. A hybrid approach ensures a smoother rollout, and pilot testing helps validate the system before full adoption. So we recommend continued monitoring and incremental scaling to maximize benefits. So that ends our presentation, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Would you like to ask any questions, sir?
No, ma'am.
Okay. We'll be proceeding with the next paper presenter.
Yeah.
I'd like to invite paper presenter Jaideep Lokhande once again with the paper titled Innovations, Materials and Future Trends in Fuel Tank Engineering, a detailed survey. So if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yeah, can I share the screen, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
I hope the screen is visible.
Yes, sir, it is visible now. Yes, it is visible now.
Yeah. So can I start, ma'am?
Yes, sir, please go ahead.
Uh, Hello, session chairs, as well as all the members present in this virtual room. This is Jaideep. In presenting paper on the topic innovations, material and future trends in fuel tech engineering, a detailed survey in the 9th International Conference on Information and Communication Technology for Intelligent Systems. I am the corresponding author. Along with me, there are four main authors: Professor Gautam Naravade, Vansha, Professor Dr. Nitin Pise, and Professor Dr. Arun Mari from Department of Computer Engineering, MIT World Peace University. Then abstract, starting with the abstract, as we know, fuel tanks in our vehicles are the major and essential components in transportation and industrial systems, serving a critical role in the storage and delivery of fuel. As the demand for cleaner energy increases, traditional fuel storage systems are being challenged by advanced alternatives, including hydrogen-based solutions. Then, dealing with this particular presentation, we here explore certain fuel tanks and relevant technologies that have been evolving nowadays, and as well as we have been working on our own technology development for fuel tanks. Starting with the introduction, fuel tanks are essentially in transportation and industry. Then growing demand for cleaner energy drives in innovation. Then hydrogen-based solutions are emerging as an alternative nowadays. This survey covers technologies, material safety, and future trends. Literature review. In this literature review, we have covered four major points. That is, hydrogen storage is a key research focus. Then material hydride hydrogen storage tanks offer more efficiency. Along with hydrogen, we have covered several parts like petrol, diesel as well. And currently, we have been working on petrol fuel tanks. A literature review. Here is a literature review of four main papers. First is by Lotosky. Its focus is that metal hydride hydrogen storage tanks for utility vehicles. Then comes a methodology, experimental study on efficiency and capacity of metal hydride tanks. Its outcomes are found that improved storage efficiency and capacity for fuel cell applications. Then the next paper is of Sasaki, and it particularly works on noise suppression in fuel tanks, development of a noise suppression arrangement for fuel tanks. Its key focus is based on enhanced operational efficiency by reducing acoustic emissions. Then the next paper is by Frosina, which showcases the sloshing effects in fuel tanks. Experimental as well as numerical analysis of fuel sloshing is done by her. Then the key outcomes include improved understanding of sloshing phenomena for better tank stability. Then the last paper is of Mouse. It particularly deals with filling procedures for compressed hydrogen tanks, then analysis of refueling procedures for hydrogen tanks, optimized procedures to enhance safety as well as efficiency during refueling. Then dealing with the advantages, the first advantage is that we can use conventional tanks built of steel, aluminum as well as strong heavy metal with inside coating of non rusting material like inside coating of plastic and outside coating of steel, aluminum or strong but heavy metals. Then plastic tanks, that is HDPE, lightweight and corrosion resistant. Then comes about composite tanks, that is cotton fiber as well as lightweight but uh, expensive materials. Then comes hydrogen tanks, composite and metal hydride combination for high efficiency but complex structure. This is the basic diagrams that we have proposed for a fuel tank that we have been dealing with designing now. Here are the block diagram as well as flow diagram, how it would work. So dealing with the body composite materials, they cause anti-corrosion lining. Then comes a vapor recovery system so that the fuel vapors will not fly away. Even though we have advanced fuel tanks, but there are a few drawbacks that we have tried to cover in our research. Then material innovation for starting with steel and aluminum. Uh, Even though having high strength, but there is a corrosion that is a process of that material. Then we have HDPE as well as PA12, which is lightweight, corrosion resistant, but used in plastic tanks. After that, we have carbon fiber composite that are ideal for hydrogen storage due to strength to weight ratio. Then comes graphene nanoribbons that are potential future material for enhanced fuel as well as tank efficiency. Then dealing with the challenges, the major challenges which we have is graphene nanoribbons, that is potential future material for enhanced fuel tank efficiency. Then corrosion is the major topic. After that, we have lightweight corrosion resistant materials used in plastic tanks. So they also do not corrode, but there are some major concerns with them that we have been exploring now. Then, starting with the conclusion, fuel tank technology is evolving towards sustainability as well as efficiency. Hydrogen storage solutions are gaining fame nowadays, as hydrogen is a bit heavy but average giving material, fuel material. Then comes future research to focus on cost reduction and material improvements and safety enhancement in the field of fuel tank. Dealing with the future scope, development of bio-based polymers for sustainable fuel tanks is encouraged. Then increased adaptation of hydrogen fuel cell technology is also appreciated nowadays. Then focus on light weight, high strength materials for improved efficiency and innovating fuel tanks with the help of Internet of Things and artificial intelligence towards smart as well as sustainable future. Here are few references that we have tried to cover. and this paper is presented by me. Thank you. Questions, sir?
So, would you like to ask any questions? It seems we do not have any questions. We'll be proceeding with this next paper. Thank you, sir. I'd like to invite our next paper presenter, Jagdishan, with the paper titled Layered Blockchain Resource Scheduling for Effective Blockchain Implementation in the Internet of Vehicles. Sir, if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Madam, good morning, madam. My screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Wait 1 second. Yes, ma'am. So, good morning to everyone. This is Jagdishan from. Madam, my screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. 1 second.
So, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Yeah, your screen is visible.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. This is Jagdishan, working as associate professor of Department of Computer Science and Engineering and Information System, Vellore Institute of Technology, Vellore, India. My research title is Layered Blockchain Resource Scheduling for Effective Blockchain Implementation in the Internet of Vehicles. And totally it consists of 5 authors, myself and my friend is Venkadeshan and Senthil and Syed Rahman and Gopal Ratinam. So these are the persons are working as a professor in University of uh, Technology of Applied Science and Majan University and College of University in Burami. So these are the universities are located in the Oman. So according to our abstract, the rapid evolution of communication and data technologies has been rendered the traditional centralized cloud framework insufficient to meet the rising the demands of data exchange within the Internet of Vehicle environments. The conventional vehicle network architectures, which rely heavily on trusted third parties for identity management or to single failures and lack of the system autonomy. So that's why we are going to innovate it based upon the blockchain emergence with blockchain-based technologies. We are going to state it for these challenges. And while we are designing the efficient blockchain framework for Internet of Vehicle system to present the obstacles such as dynamic network configurations and resource constraints, this researcher introduced the layer resource leaving mechanism for blockchain integrated internet vehicle of structures to enhancing the system efficiency through the optimal allocation of the processing buffer and efficiency for the novel method, showing the comparison with the conventional base. And it have some introduction about my research area. The large scale data, the cloud computing and advances in a communication have created connected ecosystem where the devices shall share and process the data into decentralized and reducing the reliance of the centralized server and mitigating the latency issues. That means the delays also it's a major addressing we are going to concentrate and the absence of the centralized control units to make the system vulnerable and to like malicious attacks and unauthorized benefits and unreliable communication for the client point of views and additionally to verify the authenticity of the data. And these are the major challenges are available in the decentralized based process. To address these challenges, the researchers have more explored the blockchain integration based distributed networks. The blockchain has become a more facial point for academic researchers due to the potential resolving the key challenges in the distributed network. And so in this, what is the key contribution of in this work is the structure layer resources are scheduling model for blockchain integrated with the internet of vehicle and compromising the three layers, the network layer, another one is infrastructure layer, and third one is blockchain service layers. So with the help of these three layers, we are going to enhance the resource management and the system efficiency. That is one of the major contribution in our work. And the next work is to dynamic scaling mechanism to maximizing the resource utilization with the Internet of Vehicle system. These mechanisms are enabled the scaling the adjustment based upon the blockchain service demands and ensuring the additional resources are provided locally via some network-based structures. Okay, so some of the now what are the related works are already done in the various research. In this particular related work, we are going to concentrate the three applications. One for incentive mechanism, another one is vehicle positioning, and third one is central general blockchain with IO. That means Internet of Vehicle. We're talking about the incentive mechanism. It have some merits and demerits, and some challenges are there also there. And in and et al. In 2021, the blockchain-based incentive model for collaborative vehicular networks. It have decentralized trust management. That is one of the major advantages. And some of the challenges will be there in the first work. It's like based upon the intensive mechanism, the dynamic vehicle participation is one of the crucial point for the particular applications. And same as one more merits also there in the applications, transparent reward for distribution via the smart contracts. And some of the difficulties also there, we are going to complex intensive design recurring for the game theory concepts. And same as we are going to spending for high gas fees for the public blockchain point of view. And some of the challenges also there in the intensive mechanism. That means regularity handle for crypto intensives. And 2020 consortiums are blockchain faith emergency trading in the Internet of Vehicle systems. And these are the addressing and challenges and merits and demerits also focus. And we're talking about the vehicle positioning applications, and some of the merits and some of the demerits are there. And 2022 cooperative vehicular positioning in via blockchain and the deep neural networks work, we are going to introduce the tamper proof of location data. And it is also what is the major demerits for latency in the real-time updates. But here real-time process demand, it's a huge number of challenges are available in the vehicle positioning. And it is also have some added advantages based on the blockchain enabled positioning error sharing of the IOE privacy. And here collaborative error corrections also we are going to detect it in the vehicle positioning point of view. And it have a high computational cost we are going to spend for while we are correcting, while we are allotting the resources among the persons. And the privacy and accuracy, it's also one of the major consideration for the vehicle positioning applications. And third, applications for general blockchain based Internet of Vehicle. And here it have immutable audit trails and peer-to-peer trustless interaction, device autonomy. These are the major advantages are mainly used. And what does the demerit means? Here the scalability limitations. The resource are utilization based upon the 10 to 100 TPS only. And here some smart connecting devices vulnerabilities also we are going to use. And that is also one of the major demerits. And energy also we are going to waste it based upon the limitation as well as the usage point of view. The energy has been waste. And these are major challenges in the general blockchain in IOE point of view. But this is our proposed system architecture. It have three core components are mainly used. One for clients, another one is endorsement and commitment peers, and third one is ordering services. So the ordering services mean it's a group of cloud services are connected via some wireless communication, otherwise via some vehicular blockchain based applications or blockchain based data. So these are the major ordering service has been provided among the system itself. And here the clients, it have a various number of clients. It may be a car or it may be a vehicle or it may be a scooter. All the persons has been connected via wireless or blockchain app, otherwise what blockchain data. And here, first of all, what is the flow in the particular architecture is the clients, that means the vehicle to send the transaction and or to the ordering peers. The ordering peers, we are going to form a group and what are the transactions we are going to perform. After forming the group, after ordering the particular transaction into block, the particular block we are going to transfer to the endorsement sphere, and we are going to check whether the particular transaction is valid, whether the particular clients will have enough tokens are available. And after validating for the particular process, and we'll move on to the
Excuse me, sir.
commitment. Yes, madam. Yes,
I'm
madam.
really sorry to disturb you in between, but I'd like to remind you of the time limit.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. It's a commitment peers and confirm the block and blockchain ledger, and all the peers are update their copies in the ledger. Okay, so this is for the representation for resource distribution and layering. It have a three layers that we are going to use. One for infrastructure layer, another one is network layer, and third one is like what resource based upon the survey. That means service layers. So based upon the three layer, we are going to effectively to utilize the resources, and it depends upon the client needs. And this is one of the major algorithms are mainly used for our research. It's like it have five steps are available. First, we are going to check the overloaded. The particular overloads are mainly based upon the blockchain CPU and other task CPU, and total CPUs are available in the blockchains. First, you have to check total CPUs are greater than 90%, and the time to scale up for the particular blockchain CPU usages. First, you have to check your local resources first, whether the current servers are separated for your resources. Means we are going to assigning the more power for the blockchain service layer. Suppose your first you have to use the local resources, and after using the local resources, we'll go for networks. Use the network resources next. If the local host resources are full, but other needs to available for it should be in the ideal level, and activate for the back peer process. That means standby server in the help, and pick the least busy node, and based upon the busy load we are going to overloading for the single node. And finally at the other step for emergency mode, if no resources are available, definitely we can say that some indication to the concerned user your system will be considered overloaded. Otherwise you are going to select it for the any scaling method, whether you can use local resources, otherwise you go for a network based resources. And this is a proposed scaling control algorithm for scaling up the locally. Here, RCU and RCU, it's like what one of the roadside unit, otherwise called as a base station. Based upon the base station, we are going to utilize the resources based upon the blockchain-based process, or based upon the resources allocated for the other process. Otherwise, the resource will be comes in the fixed period. In this way, only we are going to scaling the control for your how the resources are effectively utilized in your process. And this is the results and discussions. In x-axis are represent the number of vehicles, y-axis are represent the latency. Here, based upon while we are increasing the number of vehicle, the latency is also we are going to increase. Here, we are going to talk about the three different type of resources. One for sufficient resources, another one is limited resources with the proposal, and third one is limited resource with the even allocations. So in this graph, we are going to represent it number of vehicle as well as the latency point of view, how the system has been performed. So in the second graph, we are going to represent this number of vehicle, what is the success rates. So depends upon the variations, the success rate also we are going to represent it based upon the graph. And based upon the conclusion, in order to enhance the system performance and resource utilizations or efficiency for the blockchain based Internet of Vehicle with the restricted resources, we are suggested in the particular work hierarchical based blockchain resource or scheduling strategy in the researchers. In future, what you're going to do is the blockchain that is not a suitable tool for modeling to accessing the blockchain system for performance. And here we are going to include it. We are going to combine with IoT simulators such as Luminate with Fabric process we are going to perform to achieve for efficiently utilize for the particular resources. So these are the references are available. And thank you for session chair and madam. And so is there any queries, please? Hello, madam. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yes,
Yeah,
madam.
yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So would you like to ask any question?
No, ma'am, no.
Okay,
Very-
we'll be proceeding with our next paper presenter. I'd like to invite paper
Thank you, sir.
presenter. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next paper presenter, Ria Soni, with the paper titled Reason Predictive Framework to Recover Errors and Corrupted Notifications for UAV Forensic Analysis.
Sir?
When you're ready. Yes, sir. Ma'am, if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let me share my screen.
Sure, ma'am.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Riya Soni. Being a co-author, I will be presenting our research on predictive framework to recover errors in corrupt notifications for UAV forensic analysis. Over the next 10 minutes, we will go through the introduction, literature review, problem statement, proposed framework, result, and analysis. UAVs are commonly known as drones, are the aircraft remotely controlled by a human operator or autonomously driven by a computer program. A basic classification of UAVs is shown here that includes single rotor drones, multi-rotor UAVs, fixed wing rotors, and fixed wing hybrid VTOLs. These UAVs have revolutionized sectors such as defense, surveillance, logistics, and scientific research, which highest share in military drones. The military drone market was about $14.14 billion in the year 2023, which reached $16.07 billion by 2024, and it is expected to reach $47.16 billion by the year 2032. This exponential growth has driven our research in drone forensics, which examines physical and digital evidence related to UAVs. During their flight time, they share crucial information in the form of flight logs and telemetry data. Due to external factors, these UAVs are prone to accidents. As UAVs are prone to accidents, trespassing, or malicious activities, these logs they generate, including flight logs and even notifications, serves as invaluable resources for drone forensic investigation. These logs are essential for reconstructing events, diagnosing failures, and understanding anomalies. The extraction and analysis of these drone logs often present significant challenges due to data corruption. Data corruption can arise due to hardware malfunctions, software bugs, environmental interferences, or errors during data transmission. They generate error patterns such as missing data, substituted characters, and reordered sequences. Such distortions compromise the integrity of notification, reducing their reliability and usability for forensic reconstruction. Following are the related works. Formula-based word prediction model handles minor text corruption during struggle due to high complexity, processing overhead, and limited accuracy for diverse corruption patterns. Next is NLTK-based model, which has simplified code complexity through edit distance function, but its performance remains constrained with limited accuracy for diverse corrupt inputs. Then we have Levinson distance-based model, which has improved precision by processing multiple words, but has struggled with ranking words with equal distance scores having different word similarities. To address these limitations, our research proposes a framework leveraging advanced NLP techniques and similarity measures. It is designed to predict corrupt words and accurately reconstruct original entries. The proposed framework comprises of multiple stages: data preprocessing, synthetic word corrupt generation, and base word prediction using combined similarity measures. Part A shows the data gathering and pre-processing steps of the notifications collected from a data platform. This comprises notifications from 63 drone models in 19 different languages. Proposed framework considered the notifications in English language. Pre-processing ensures the standardization and noise reduction of log data. This involves several stages like special character removal, lowercase conversion, tokenization, stop word removal, and duplicate values removal. To ensure that only meaningful tokens are retained for further processing, the final UAV corpus includes 732 unique, correctly formatted words available for analysis. This UAV corpus serves as an input in Part B. The process of generating synthetic corrupt notification utilizes customized augmentation selection mode. which focuses on targeting specific type of corruption by simulating 8 error patterns encountered in corrupt data, such as missing data, substitution error, inserted data, etc. This process generates synthetic corrupt words tailored to specified module type. As a result, we obtain a set of synthetic corrupt words corresponding to 200 base words. UAV corpus and synthetic corrupt words serves as input in part C that utilizes advanced NLP techniques like customized DTM. Algorithm 1 illustrates the process of calculating letter frequency vector using customized DTM. It takes input a word. First of all, a 26-dimensional vector is initialized with zeros. For each character in the word, check whether it is an alphabet or not. If it is an alphabet, convert it to lowercase. Then a Unicode is calculated as A equals to 0, B equals to 1, and similarly for Z is equal to 25. These are indices in the vector, which are incremented by 1, accounting for the count of each letter in the given word, resulting in a feature vector. Using this approach, we created two feature vectors, one for the base word and another for the corrupt word, combining it with cosine similarity. Cosine similarity is a widely used similarity measure in NLP that quantifies the similarity between vector representation of base and corrupt words. This measure computes a similarity score that ranges between -1 and 1, where higher score indicates a closer match between the two vectors. The cosine similarity score can be used to calculate the overall similarity between base and corrupt words. Next, we have normalized Levinson distance. It is a similarity measure used to calculate the distance between base and corrupt words. This distance quantifies how different the two words are by calculating minimum number of operations required to transform one word to another. This distance is normalized between 0 and 1, which makes it suitable for calculating the combined score. This normalization ensures that bigger words do not disproportionately affect the combined score. Combined scoring mechanism enhances the accuracy of prediction model using weights that integrates cosine similarity and normalized Levinson distance. Weights here, W1 and W2, adjust their contributions with the combined score as mathematically represented in equation number 6. The model uses a sorting function that ranges result based on a combined score in descending order. This approach ensures that the model considers the relationship between words by evaluating both cosine similarity and Levinson distance. An example of the output generated by the word predictor model is provided in the table below, demonstrating its ability to reconstruct corrupt inputs effectively. The results highlights the effectiveness of the proposed framework in handling diverse and complex corruption types, ensuring reliable recovery of UAV log data for accurate post-event analysis. Early models have demonstrated limited accuracy, particularly in handling complex corruption types such as reordered and repeated data, where the performance was as low as 5 and 0%. With iterative refinement, the final word predictor for the first suggestion introduced significant advances, achieving an average accuracy of 80%.
Ma'am,
While,
I'm really sorry to disturb you, but I'd like to remind you of the time limit.
okay. Achieving average accuracy of 92% across all corruption types. To conclude, I would say that TreeCan significantly enhances UAV notification recovery, achieving 92 accuracy in top 3 predictions, excelling in handling complex corruption types. Although Precan can provide a solid foundation for UAV notification recovery, our future work will focus on enhancing NLP techniques, multilingual support, and real-time optimization. That's it from our side. We are open for the discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, would you like to ask any questions? So,
No, ma'am.
Okay, we'll be proceeding with our next paper presenter then.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. You may go ahead.
Initially, very good afternoon to one and all, session chairs and all the fellow researchers. Welcome to the virtual room C. Now, on the behalf of our author, Dr. V.A. Wankede, it's my pleasure to present today's research study in the 9th International Conference at Thailand. Our paper ID is 369 and title is Zika virus prediction in the healthcare using AI predictions techniques. Okay,
Sir, you're
now
not audible. Yeah.
here's the content of study, research study, the introduction, then literature survey, methodology, and conclusion. Conclusions cover the outcomes of a research study. Now it's an introduction. We cover the introduction in 4 parts. The first one is the transmission of Zika virus. The transmission of Zika virus is primarily because of the Aedes aegypti mosquito bites. Then when we going into the spreading factors of Zika virus, then climate change, there's warmer temperatures and increased humidity. Then urbanization, stagnant water, and uncovered containers as a breeding grounds. These environmental factors will boost up the spreading of the Zika virus. Then when we're talking about the symptoms of Zika virus, then fevers, joint pain, skin rashes, and the most important impact of this Zika virus is its impact to the birth defect in fetus of the infected pregnant women, for example, microcephaly. And the aim of our research is to design a machine learning based model to predict the Zika virus infection, as well as enhance the data security by utilizing the symmetric and asymmetric cryptographing techniques. This is our literature survey. We mention the few review of related works. In that IoT and disease monitoring system, we are gone through it, where the different types of wearable sensors are using to capture the real-time data, then mobile apps for capturing the symptoms of the patients and the real-time symptoms, tracking the earlier disease detection system. AI in healthcare, the machine learning predicts the outbreaks. The deep learning helps in study of detecting the different patterns of data and linking environmental factor for this disease forecasting. Along with that, we've gone through the different literature papers. Those are focused on encryption techniques like cryptography techniques, ensure the secure storage and transmission of data. Then in case of cloud computing, the challenges are ensuring the data integrity and privacy. Public auditing mechanism verify the data authenticity. The blockchain provides the tamper-proof and transparent data access. This is our methodology. In that, we have our model having 4 layers. Data creation layer, where we capturing the data in terms of real-time data, which is registered by the patient through the mobile app. Then IoT sensor, those are capturing the environmental parameters like temperature is there, then humidity is there. Then the communication layer secure the data, the communication between different IoT devices and mobile apps. These communication layer take care of the data transmission in between these different multiple devices. Cloud layer stores and process the massive data set from the communication layer, as well as the cloud layer implements the machine learning models like MLP for this. This is predictions. Fog layer filter and process the raw data before the transmitting to the cloud, generate the local alerts for immediate actions in the high risk zones. Data input, data generation, and tuning a data. As we discussed that the user registered through the mobile apps, the user enter the symptoms through the mobile apps. The symptoms of Zika virus is fever, rash, joint pains, etc. And these symptoms enter by the users in terms of binary format, yes and no. Variable sensors. These devices like in smartwatches that collect the encrypted health data like body temperature and heart rate. Some IoT sensors, those are collecting the environmental related data like mosquito breeding conditions, humidity, ambient temperature, carbon dioxide levels, and weather patterns. This is the data integration of complete data sets. We collect the data in terms of symptoms via the mobile app, then some wearable devices like smartwatches, those are collecting the body temperature and heart rate of the patient. The IoT sensor will help in sending a temperature of particular locations as well as humidity of that particular location, which is helpful in taking a decision that the which area is having an breeding of that Aedes aegypti mosquitoes. Then geospatial mappings. Geospatial mapping is very useful in the prediction of particular locations. Those are highly infected. The fog computing based processing, the data sampling, filtering data, alert icons, reduce the latency, processing and alert generation. These are the activities we have performed from this fog computing based modeling. This is our multi-layer perceptron based classification model. First, we collect the data in terms of symptoms of this Zika virus, then real-time data from the IoT sensors in the process 1. In the process 2, we pre-process this data before feeding to it the classifiers, neural network classifiers, and decision tree classifiers. We compute the mean and variance for the neural network and decision tree networks. Then we, in process 4, we calculate the posterior probability using mean and variance and multiply the probabilities of neural network classifiers and decision tree classifiers to get an optimized value. In process 5, we select the class with an highest probability for the final classification. In process 6, we secure the data by advanced encryption standards and elliptical curve cryptography. We are adopting a hybrid encryption model in our proposed algorithm. The multi-layer perceptron-based classification model, we are using a two classifier, neural network classifier and decision tree classifiers. These classifiers work together to classify an input into the one of the 124 distinct classes we have. Out of that, neural network having 62 classes and decision tree having 62 classes. Neural network classifier is average probability. The mean is a very important statistical parameter which indicates the average probability of occurrence of each symptoms. Variance indicates the more uncertainty in a classifications. In a decision tree, for splitting a decision, the variance helps decide the base feature to split. For pouring, uses variance to detect the overfitting and simplify the tree. The probability scores from the both classifiers are combined together, multiplication and optimizing the probability value for the better accuracy. For the data security, we are adopting the hybrid model of encryption techniques, where advanced encryption standards This encryption algorithm is used for encrypting the data. Its advantage is that it's handling the large amount of data, and its key size is 128 bits, 192 bits, and 256 bit. Elliptic curve cryptography it's an asymmetric encryption algorithm used for the secure key exchange and digital signatures, provides the high security with smaller key compared to the RSA. This is our results why the MLP is the best, because it's providing the highest accuracy rate of 97.5%. It's indicate that it correctly classify the more cases than the other methods. Then the best true positive rate, it is 97.63%. It's detect the positive more effectively. High true negative rates, it's 96.28. It indicates that it correctly identifies the negatives and reducing the false positives. The impact and conclusion of our research studies: the prediction of Zika virus infection help in manage the outbreak. Easy to spot out the infected area for the public awareness campaigns, addressing the challenges like data breaches. Then the specific areas where this research study can be helpful is government healthcare agencies, the healthcares like hospitals, healthcare research centers, the healthcare survey agencies like WHO. At a conclusion, our proposed system employs the high accurate framework to predict the Zika virus infection. The multi-layer perceptron neural network algorithm diagnose infection is based on symptoms, utilizing the environmental factor to assess the infection risk. The system achieves the 98% accuracy rate that help for the diagnosis in a condition like microcephaly. Thank you very much for your attentions.
So, would you like to ask any question? We'll be proceeding with the last paper presenter for the session. I'd like to invite paper presenter Dipali with the paper titled Comprehensive Review about Fake Profile Detection on Social Media. Ma'am, if you're ready, then you may go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. May I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
And my screen is
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
okay. Good afternoon, one and all. Myself, Deepali Nikam. I would like to thank the entire team of the conference for giving me a chance to present my paper. My paper ID is 269 and its title is a comprehensive review about fake profile detection that will be done in the social media. So my
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, so sorry to disturb you, but
Yeah.
can you put your presentation in a full view mode?
Yeah. Is it visible now?
Ma'am, it is visible. Can you just press F5 key on your
Yeah, I
keyboard?
have done that.
Mm.
Yes.
Can you go to slideshow on toolbar?
Yeah, I have done, sir.
But ma'am, it is not in the presentation mode.
Okay, I will do it once more.
Ma'am, can you just
Now I have done, just check, sir.
okay. I'm sorry, ma'am, but still it's the same.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you click on slideshow button just beside the review on header?
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Now is it visible, sir? because my end it was done as a full mode. I have
Okay.
done F5.
But ma'am, like I cannot say it in presentation mode. It is still in normal view.
Now just see. I will stop and I will do once again, sir.
Yes, ma'am, it will be great.
See now, sir.
Yeah, it's perfect, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So comprehensive review about fake profile detection. It was my title. So let me start with the presentation. So here I will put the outline. So that will be mainly contain the how the fake profiles are get defined, problem, challenges, and what is the review I have done and it's a limitation. Basically, when we go for fake profiles, if you consider nowadays everyone is using a social media. If you see the global entire population, for that population, near about 63% people are using social media, and due to that reason lots of crimes are related with the fake profiles. If you consider the fake profiles, it mainly puts the global financial losses, as well as due to fake profiles it may have a certain challenges to the real user, because due to fake profiles they are going to create the there will be a loss of privacy, security, and even there is a some kind of a mental harassments will be done. So if you consider in this way, there will be a certain mechanism which will handle this kind of a fake profiles. So my main research is to we have to do the detection approach, which will be based upon the analysis of text, images, and the behavior, means how the persons are behaving in the social media. So for that, there will be a lots of traditional ways are there, but if you go in the current era, there will be some artificial intelligence related methods which will be having a focus on ML and DL, which will be helps to do this kind of an what we can say is a fake profile detection. Now, if I consider the research questions, basically in order to understand the existing methods, the challenges, the advances that are going on in the fake profile, we need to form certain questions which will helps to define the strategy. So in that, initially I have started with the how that ML and DL will be helpful for us in order to detect the deep profiles. If you consider that multimodal detection, these questions will help me to give the exploration about the techniques, because in that we can compare the detection approaches, means we will compare the single model with the multiple model, so that we can find out the performance factor which will helps us to find out the concept of how the multi-model system will works. Now, there will be already, I have mentioned that there is a traditional way, but still we are in the field of AI. The XAI is one kind of a technique which will be again helpful or playing a role in the fake profile detection. So if you consider these kind of techniques, that will helps us to give the explanation about the fake profiles. Now, whatever are the sources that I have considered for my research, so these are the sources of research that or data that I have considered. Now there is a big question comes in front of us, that what is a fake social media profiles. If you consider the word social media, it is a very broad, and in that identifying the fake versus the real is again one more challenge, and that challenge is due to the artificial intelligence, because artificial intelligence is mainly having, or it is a it is a one kind of a technique where it is going to make the fake as a more real. So for that reason, the fake social media profiles that was created nowadays, they are going to take a help of all these kind of techniques. Now there is a concept, or there is a technologies as we are accessing the medias. So deepfake videos, or there is a images which are get automated, or the artificial intelligence generated images, they are going to create a more complexity in the identification of fake profiles. So as a result, whenever we are going to compare the traditional with the modern, the AI is actually putting a burden, because there is a realistic images is which is get increased. Now these are some kind of definitions that I have taken from the different researchers. Means these are the different definitions from the different research paper. Whenever they are defining that word, what they have considered is a complexity, what they have considered is the way in which they are working. Means these definitions are going to give you the characteristics, or they will be going to give you the what can influence the influence of these fake profiles. So these are the few definitions that will be giving the influences impact of these fake profiles. Now after this, already I have said that the fake profile is get identified with the various categories. In that categories, there will be a identity which will be get fabricated, or elements will be get fabricated, or there will be some kind of an activity which are not natural. So in this case, these are the certain key parameters. These key parameters will help us to find out. So in that key parameter, the first one is a fake identity names. In that, the names will be misleading the users. Stolen images will be there, because in the stolen images, the photos or the identity profile photos, then there will be a kind of patterns that will be of various activities done by the user. Then there will be a behaviors, that behaviors are going to put the pressure on the network, or there will be some kind of a flooding of a social media data of advertisement. And then there kind of various misleading content, false data, that will be comes under propagation of misinformation, campaigning data. So these will be a criterias. Now if you consider all these key parameters, the social media profiles will be that will be considered as a in a various types. In the first both accounts, already we are know that concepts that where misinformation is spreading, and there will be some sort of profiles, automated profiles, which are going to create in order to steal the identities of real users, or manipulate the person's information, or primarily to flood the network with the promotional contents, phishing likes activities. So these will be the types of media, fake social media profiles. Then the challenges that will be understood, or that will be get handled during fake profile detection on the social media. So when we see a social media, we have already seen that from the world 63.9 global population is using that. So due to that reason, handling of millions of
Yes,
profiles.
ma'am.
Yes.
Really sorry to disturb you, but I'd like to remind you of the time limit.
Okay, fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
So scalability, so we have to handle millions of profiles. Then handling of an perfect profiles means real-time detection. Then the approach, just like a multimedia approaches. Again, we can have an explanation or the trust. So there is a some kind of an boxes which will be going to create an AI models. Then we can say the AI generated contents. So this is a one kind of a table which will provide you the summary about each and every work that we have studied. And these are the limitation, because few of the time The methods often classify the real user as a fake user or fail to detect the fraud accounts. Then, as we are going to handle the millions of profiles, so the space needed, then deep generated AI images, as there is a privacy constraint of various kind of issues. So here, in this case, I would like to conclude in a such a way that this task is very big or having a more complex challenges as due to the growth of changing technology or rise of AI. And there is a lots of scope in this as we can work on improvement of the data sets or enhancing the scalability or advancing use of advanced technologies. So with this, I would like to complete my presentation. Thank you. So is there any questions, sir?
So would you like to ask any question? This was our last presentation, so this brings us to the closing of this meeting. I sincerely thank our authors for the excellent presentations and contribution in this session, and all our participants for being a part of this international conference. I hope this session was informative enough. We, on behalf of the whole team, thank you for your support during this 9th version and all the previous 8 versions of the conference. We will be happy to have you in the 10th version in 2026. All the presenters will be getting their digital certificates through email within 2 working days. Furthermore, all the papers have been already forwarded to the Spinger. The publication will be live within 6 months. Kindly cooperate with the team of ICTIS 2025. I'd also like to thank our session chair. 1 second, please. Our session chair, Professor Mahavir Sen, for chairing the session. A token to the chair on behalf of Team ICTIS and Global Knowledge Research Foundation. Thank you for your valuable presence, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Just before we end the session, I'd like to request everyone to turn on their cameras for a quick snapshot of the virtual conference. Thank you, everyone. Yes, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and take care.